Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, Shine Dig. Today I want to talk to you about purpose. For years of my life, I spent a lot of time not following the path that was laid out for me. And if I'm completely honest with you, I've known since about 4 years old that I've been put on this planet to do something, but it's taken a long time to figure it out. And now that I'm, say 35 plus years since four, a lot of these messages, a lot of these things that I'm seeing uh, with people that are suffering, with people that are struggling, is simply because they are not following the purpose that they have been put on this planet to do. They're not listening to that inner voice, that inner spirit, if you will. And this is easy to happen, okay? This has happened to me so many times in my life that I have lost count. I thought I knew what my purpose was. So, I invested, 10 years into a career that I ended up loathing almost every single day. And at 28 years old, I hit the wall, so to speak, and my world unraveled. Everything that I had been chasing, everything that I had attained, and when I say attained, at this point in time, I thought the way to the top was to, work, grind for the man, so to speak. And then once you did that, you climbed up to the tippity top of that ladder, then you would get whatever reward was promised to you. But after crashing and falling down enough times, I learned that what really was going on was I was lost. I mean, real lost. I had no idea where I was headed to next. I stopped talking to people that I loved. I lost friendships. I went into a dark downward spiral until one day I woke up and I decided, hey, all these things that I'm doing, I have been doing, they're not working for me. They really are not working for me. And it got to a point where I didn't even like the person I seen in the mirror anymore. So I had to take a hard look at what was going on and why I had gotten to that point. And what I had figured out was all the things that I knew I was good at, all the things that made me happy had been pushed to the sidelines. The things that I enjoyed, my hobbies, conversations, just spending time with people, going out and seeing them was my life force. And when I'm around people, it brings out my best self. So, what I did while I was processing these thoughts was, well, I already know what not to do, right? I'd already been through the gamut, figured out, well, I like this, I don't like this. Here's things that I would like to do differently. The thing about having a purpose, or rather the lack of not having a purpose, is that when you don't have drive, when you don't have a task, it's very easy for, let's say, idle hands are the devil's play tool, right? We sit around and we just start going into that self loathing mode. Well, I'm going to tell you how to get out of this. First thing you want to do is get inward. Sit down with yourself. Turn the camera off, turn the phone off, turn everything off, get into your space, start slowing things down, right? Taking a few big 1, 2, 3, 4, and just sit. Now, a big thing that people do when they're trying to get into this mode is I can't stop all these thoughts that are inside my head. I can't clear, I can't focus. Yeah, you're right. That's how this starts out. Why? Because there's been such a backlog of buildup on these things that have just been sitting there running in the background. And how you cleanse yourself of this is to simply allow them to come. And when they come, you invite it in like you would your best friend and go out, right? When you do that, that thought knows, okay, I'm out. You keep repeating this process. It's going to take you about 10, 15 minutes is an ideal time frame, okay? When you're done, I want you to ask that inner voice, why am I here? What am I here to do? A person with no purpose will become possessed. And what I mean by that is either somebody else will take advantage of you, they will see what they can get out of you, and when they've gotten it all, they will kick you to the curb. Why? Because they think that they're living their purpose. And we both know they're not. If you're not happy, if things aren't going the way that you want, it's time to change it up. We get one crack-a-lack at all this, baby. And after that, who knows? It's up to the big guy up in the sky or whatever it is you believe in. So remember, you are here for a reason. You've been put here for a reason. And until we scale up to the next level, do the best you can while you're here. Help somebody else out. Motivate them. If you see somebody struggling finding their purpose and you have found yours, give them some pointers on how to get their life fired back up and going in the direction that they were meant to follow. As they say, sometimes it's hard to see the forest from the trees. Now, before I go, again, I got to pour a little bit back into you guys. So much love's been coming in the last couple of days. Keep on doing what y'all are doing. And say it with me. Keep on shining, baby. We out.